Before we cross into the unknown, leave a hello in the comments. Even the smallest signal can ripple across galaxies, guiding fellow wanderers to this tale. Let me know you're out there. A voice among the stars, listening with me beyond the veil. Engines roared, shaking the red dust into miniature storms across the Martian plains. Admiral Cale Vire stood on the bridge of Ether's voice, watching the ancient resonance engine's core hum to life beneath them. Years of exile, of whispers that humanity had no place among the stars, burned in his chest. "We were silenced for centuries," he muttered, voice taut. "Now they will hear us." The crew glanced at each other, a mix of fear and awe, as the first harmonic waves pulsed through the ship, vibrating the hull with a sound that felt older than time itself. Sensors screamed as the engine synchronized with the planet's crust, sending harmonic ripples into orbit. The star charts flickered, alien transmissions distorting into static. Cale's mind raced. This was more than a signal, it was a declaration. "Begin the amplification sequence," he ordered, voice cold but resolute. Each officer moved with precision, though anxiety clawed at them. As the resonance spread, Mars itself seemed to hum, a low, commanding growl echoing across the void. Somewhere in the darkness, alien ears must have trembled. Humanity, hidden and forgotten, had awakened. Commander Lyra Knox adjusted the targeting arrays, scanning for response signals from the outer colonies. Weeks of monitoring silence had left her uneasy. Every second now could mean detection. "Kyle," she whispered, "we're picking up something. Distorted, but deliberate." The resonance engine's song had reached the farthest relays, bending space-time like a prism. Across the bridge, screens displayed alien fleets shifting, unsure of how to react. Every human on Ether's voice felt the weight of history. This was their voice, amplified, unstoppable, and it demanded acknowledgement. The first contact came as a burst of energy, not weapons, but a shockwave of communication scrambled by the resonance field. Cale's jaw tightened. They've never heard anything like this. He leaned into the holographic display, reading alien patterns with a mix of dread and exhilaration. Lyra's fingers danced over the console, translating signals into a language almost too alien to comprehend. Humanity's song, raw and resonant, was speaking for them. A warning, a challenge, or a plea. They couldn't yet tell, but the galaxy's silence had shattered. In the black corridors of Ether's voice, engineers worked feverishly to stabilize the resonance engine. Sparks flew as harmonic modulators overloaded, their circuitry glowing like veins of molten metal. Lieutenant Revan shouted over the din, "We can't hold it much longer." Kyle strode past, unwavering, hand resting on the rail. The crew's fear was palpable, yet so was their determination. Humanity had been denied its voice for centuries, and now that song burned through every system they owned. Failure was no longer an option. The engine thrummed with a living rhythm, almost sentient. Cale's mind wandered to Earth, to oceans now silent in history, to skies that once sang with humanity's ambition. "It's more than a weapon," he murmured. "It's a testament." Revan adjusted the harmonics, sweat dripping from his brow. Outside, the alien fleets moved hesitantly, their sensors overwhelmed. The resonance didn't just reach them, it forced them to listen. Every vibration carried memory, anger, and pride. Humanity, erased from records, was now unavoidable, unignorable, unstoppable. A message arrived, encoded in frequencies that bent light itself. Lyra decoded it, pale as the Martian horizon. "They're acknowledging us," she whispered. Alien syntax warped, but the meaning was undeniable. Curiosity, caution, even fear. Cale's eyes hardened. For centuries, humans had been erased from interstellar councils. Now they were recognized. He felt a surge of vindication, but the danger was clear. Acknowledgement could just as easily lead to annihilation. The resonance engine was a bridge and a weapon. Sensors flared again. Alien fleets adjusted formations, probing for weaknesses in the Martian surface. Kale gripped the console, calculating every possibility. "Prepare countermeasures," he ordered. "If they attack, they won't hear themselves coming." Engineers tightened circuits, recalibrated harmonic shields, and rerouted power through the planet's crust. Every hum, every vibration, every pulse was a statement. Humanity existed. Mars itself had become a chorus of defiance. Somewhere in the void, the galaxy was listening. The first strike came without warning, silent, fast, invisible. Alien disruptor beams sliced through orbit, aiming for the resonance core. Alarms shrieked. Kale barked orders. "Evasive maneuvers! Shield modulation! Now!" The ship quivered as the harmonics shifted violently, the resonance engine fighting back instinctively. Each pulse now served a dual purpose: communication and defense. The bridge lit with blinking consoles, red and gold, reflecting off the Admiral's determined face. Humanity would not be silenced again. Lyra's fingers moved with precision, weaving counter-frequency pulses through the alien assault. The disruptors fizzled against harmonics amplified by the planet itself. Kale watched, heart pounding, as Martian dust exploded into miniature auroras from orbital shocks. "They underestimate us," he growled, voice carrying over the comms. "Let them learn." The resonance engine sang louder, a voice older than civilization, weaving through the void. Humanity had returned, not with fleets alone, but with the sound of its defiance echoing across the stars. Kale watched the alien vessels regroup, their movements hesitant yet calculating. "They're studying us," he said, eyes narrowing. Lyra's scans confirmed it. Every ship synchronized to the resonance waves, trying to decode the vibrations. "They think they can turn our own song against us," Kale growled. "They've never faced anything like this." Engineers recalibrated harmonic shields, rerouting power to armor the ship in a cocoon of living sound. Each pulse of the engine reverberated like a heartbeat through the Martian crust, a warning to any who dared approach. From orbit, Revan traced the alien signal patterns. "They're adapting," he warned. The resonance engine hummed louder, almost as if responding to the intelligence analyzing it. Kale clenched his jaw. "Then we adapt faster." Lyra initiated a harmonic inversion, sending a counterwave that warped the alien sensors, making Mars itself a labyrinth of sound. On the bridge, officers held their breath as the fleet reacted unpredictably. Humanity's voice had become both shield and spear, bending the battlefield to its will. A sudden tremor shook the ship, the resonance engine resonating with a deep, urgent frequency. "Incoming!" shouted Revan, pointing to a distortion in the starfield. Alien dreadnoughts, cloaked until now, emerged like shadows wrenched from the void. Kyle barked orders. "Full harmonic projection. Lock the planet's resonance on their trajectory." Each pulse now carved invisible barriers in space, deflecting attacks and destabilizing enemy shields. The crew moved as one, a symphony of precision, as Mars became both fortress and weapon. The alien fleet faltered, confusion rippling through their ranks. "They've never encountered a weapon that sings," whispered Lyra, awe mingling with fear. Kale's hands hovered over the console, manipulating frequencies like a maestro. Every vibration was a message, a threat, a proof of human ingenuity. Outside, streaks of light warped as harmonics bent space itself. For the first time, humanity wasn't just surviving. They dictated the terms of engagement. The galaxy's silence had shattered, replaced by the unmistakable, unyielding voice of Earth. Deep in the engine room, sparks flew as the harmonic modulators reached critical resonance. Lieutenant Revan gritted his teeth. "We're pushing it beyond limits." Kale's voice crackled over the comms. "Do it anyway. We either speak or we die unheard." Engineers groaned, rerouting energy through the planet's crust and stabilizing arcs with precise, dangerous improvisation. The air thrummed with intensity. Mars itself resonated as though aware of the stakes. Every beat of the engine was a heartbeat of defiance, shaking the void, demanding attention from all corners of the galaxy. In orbit, alien commanders debated strategy, their signals distorted by harmonic interference. Kyle observed silently, calculating the next move. "They can't counter the resonance directly," he murmured, "but they'll try to predict it." Lyra overlaid new frequency maps, tracing pathways through space where sound bent time. The crew watched, tense, as Mars became a living instrument of war. Each pulse not only transmitted humanity's defiance but tore holes in alien coordination. This was more than a battle. It was an awakening. A distorted alien signal cut through the static, a fragmented plea, or perhaps a challenge. "They're trying to communicate," said Lyra, scanning. Kale leaned over the console, voice low and decisive. "Then we speak back." Using the resonance engine's amplification, they sent harmonic sequences laced with intelligence, patterns encoded in sound. The fleet paused, uncertain. Every pulse carried history, memory, and warning. Mars hummed with a power that dwarfed fleets and empires alike, reminding the galaxy that humanity had been erased once, but never forgotten. The alien vessels twitched, analyzing, shifting, faltering under frequencies that were incomprehensible yet invasive. Revan's eyes widened. "They're adapting too quickly." Kale's hand hovered over the bridge console. "Then we escalate." Lyra initiated a multi-layered harmonic cascade, creating interference fields that bent both sight and sensors. The void outside shimmered with energy, unseen yet felt, a soundscape that carried both promise and peril. Humanity's return was no longer subtle. It was a declaration that resonated across stars, impossible to ignore. Suddenly, the resonance engine pulsed violently, a deep, earth-shaking frequency that rattled every console. "Something's responding from beyond the void," Revan shouted. Alien fleets froze, their formation collapsing under a force they could not comprehend. Kale gritted his teeth. "Whatever it is, it's ancient, and it's acknowledging us." The Martian ground quaked, dust spiraling into orbit. Officers stared in awe as the engine's song intertwined with a deeper cosmic rhythm, a voice older than human memory itself. Lyra adjusted the harmonic filters, tracing the source of the response. An interstellar anomaly, resonating perfectly with Mars. "It's singing back," she whispered. Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we follow its lead. Humanity's voice is no longer alone." Outside, the void shimmered as the alien fleets recoiled, their sensors overwhelmed. The galaxy listened. Earth, Mars, and humanity's song intertwined in a resonance older than the stars, proclaiming that silence had ended. A war, a dialogue, and a revelation all began in the same harmonic pulse. Kale stood on the observation deck, watching alien vessels tremble under the resonance waves. "They're learning too fast," Lyra said, eyes glued to her console. "We need to stay ahead, or the advantage is gone." The Martian dust swirled, lit by harmonic pulses from below. Every creak of the ship echoed like a drumbeat of war. Engineers adjusted modulators, amplifying frequencies with surgical precision. Humanity's song wasn't just a weapon. It was a declaration, a melody of defiance carved into the fabric of space itself. Revan's fingers flew over the control panels, weaving complex harmonic patterns that bent light and sound around the ship. "They're trying to mimic us," he said, voice tense. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we improvise, let them chase shadows." The resonance engine responded like a living creature, pulsing with intent. Outside, alien vessels shifted hesitantly, unsure whether to attack or retreat. Humanity had become unpredictable, a force that defied conventional strategy, its voice echoing louder with every maneuver. A warning flashed on Lyra's console. A fleet was attempting a flank. "They're converging on the southern axis," she said. Kyle's hand slammed the table. "Redirect harmonic projection. Make Mars a labyrinth." Engineers scrambled, rerouting energy to localized resonance fields that bent space and sound. Alien sensors faltered, their path distorted by invisible harmonic walls. "They can't see us coming," Revan said, awe in his voice. Call allowed himself a brief smirk. Finally, the hunted became the hunter. The ship lurched as harmonics rippled through space, pulling alien ships off course. Lyra overlaid new waveforms, creating traps the enemy could not anticipate. "It's working," she whispered. Kale's voice cut through the tension. "Maintain pressure. Every pulse is a lesson." Outside, the alien fleet struggled, their formations dissolving into chaotic maneuvers. Humanity's song had become more than defense. It was strategy itself, shaping the battlefield with sound and resonance, bending space to its will. The first casualty of the Resonance War appeared in orbit, a massive alien cruiser ripped apart by harmonic feedback. "We're escalating," Lyra said, voice tight. Kale watched, emotion clenched in his chest. "We can't stop now." Each pulse carried the memory of Earth, of centuries of silence, of humanity's erasure. "Let them feel it," he muttered. The crew worked faster, feeding the engine more power, every modulator burning with heat, every circuit alive. The voice of Earth was no longer whispered, it roared across the void. Alien forces scrambled to respond, deploying countermeasures and strange frequency jammers. Revan calculated the odds. "They're desperate." Kale's eyes narrowed. "Desperation is predictable. Let's make them predictable." The resonance engine adapted, weaving harmonics into offensive pulses, each more precise than the last. Outside, space shimmered with invisible energy. Alien ships caught in waves they could not counter. Humanity's defiance became a storm, unstoppable and unrelenting, echoing across the stars. A sudden anomaly appeared near the outer edge of Mars' orbit, a strange void where sound and light twisted unnaturally. "What is that?" whispered Lyra. Kale leaned in, jaw tight. "Something older and powerful." Revan tapped sensors frantically. "It's responding to our resonance, but not like anything we've seen." The crew fell silent as harmonic waves from the engine interacted with the anomaly, sending tendrils of energy spiraling outward. The universe itself seemed to hum in recognition. Kale's voice was steady, but his eyes betrayed awe. "Prepare a probing harmonic pulse. Let's see if it answers." Engineers synchronized modulators, shaping waves to resonate with the anomaly's pattern. Lyra monitored feedback, fear and excitement mingling in her gaze. The anomaly pulsed in return, sending vibrations that felt almost sentient. "It's communicating," she breathed. Kale nodded. "Then we speak back. Humanity isn't silent anymore." Outside, the alien fleets recoiled, sensing a force far older than themselves joining the fray. The anomaly shifted, ripples of energy dancing across space like an orchestra of light and sound. "It's massive," Revan said, voice tight with awe. Kale's hand hovered over the console. "Then we tread carefully, but boldly." Engineers amplified the resonance engine's frequencies, creating harmonics that intertwined with the anomaly's song. Every vibration carried history, memory, and intent. Humanity's voice had become part of a cosmic dialogue, a conversation older than the stars themselves, echoing across the void. Alien fleets faltered, unsure how to respond to the new force. Lyra adjusted harmonics to trace the anomaly's pattern. "It's guiding us, or warning us," she murmured. Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we follow its lead." Outside, the Martian surface thrummed, the resonance engine a bridge between humanity and something beyond comprehension. The galaxy listened as Earth's voice intertwined with ancient cosmic rhythms, no longer hidden, no longer silenced. The war had begun, but the rules were no longer human. Kale surveyed the alien fleet's movements with sharp eyes. "They're regrouping," he said. Lyra traced their pattern, noting irregularities. "They're baiting us," she warned. Revan tapped the console. "Every shift is designed to draw a resonance into a trap." Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we improvise. Mars is our stage." Engineers rerouted harmonics through deep crust channels, creating overlapping fields that warped space. The ship hummed with raw energy. Humanity's song had become both shield and strategy, a living instrument of war. From orbit, the alien commanders tried to anticipate human maneuvers, but every prediction faltered against harmonic improvisation. Kale's voice cut through the bridge. "Engage adaptive sequences. Every wave is a weapon." The resonance engine pulsed, reshaping space and sound, confusing enemy sensors and navigation. Dust swirled into orbit, forming auroras of red and gold. Humanity had learned the first rule of survival: unpredictability amplified by the music of war. The anomaly pulsed again, sending harmonic ripples that intertwined with Mars's resonance. Lyra's hands trembled over the console. "It's teaching us," she whispered. Kale nodded, eyes fixed. "Or warning us." Engineers synchronized the modulators with the anomaly's feedback, each wave resonating with precision. The crew felt the hum deep in their bones, a vibration older than history itself. Revan monitored alien responses, confused, hesitant, struggling against something they could not comprehend. Humanity was no longer merely defending, it was learning, evolving. Kale's eyes narrowed. "If it's teaching, we must listen and act." The resonance engine shifted, bending frequencies into complex patterns, anticipating alien tactics before they unfolded. Lyra overlaid harmonic sequences that mirrored the anomaly's pulses. Outside, space shimmered, alien ships faltered, their formations twisting in unexpected ways. Mars itself resonated, a living instrument amplifying humanity's song. The crew realized that survival was no longer enough. They were conducting a symphony of defiance across the galaxy. A sudden jolt shook the ship as alien disruptor beams found their mark. "Hull integrity dropping," Revan shouted. Kale barked orders. "Counter-frequency shields, now!" Engineers reacted instantly, weaving harmonic pulses to reinforce armor. Each vibration became armor, each pulse a blade. The alien fleet advanced, confident yet unprepared for resonance-driven combat. Kale's mind raced. Humanity had been silent for centuries, but now their very existence sang through every wave, turning the battlefield into music and madness. Lyra's fingers flew over the console, crafting counter-harmonics that distorted alien targeting systems. "They can't aim. They can't predict us," she yelled. Kale's voice was calm but lethal. "Then let's make them listen." Outside, alien vessels faltered, some colliding in confusion, others retreating under invisible pressure waves. The resonance engine roared, a song of memory and vengeance, bending space and sound into an instrument of dominance. Humanity had awakened. The galaxy was listening. The anomaly shifted again, larger, closer, almost alive. "It's moving," whispered Lyra. Kale's eyes sharpened. "And it's drawing the aliens toward it." Revan calculated trajectories. If they follow, they'll walk into the resonance trap. Kale nodded. "Then let them. Humanity has waited too long to strike cautiously." Engineers pushed the harmonic amplifiers to maximum, weaving a web of sound that made space itself hostile to intruders. Every pulse vibrated with history, memory, and warning. Alien fleets approached, sensing opportunity but blinded by resonance. Kale leaned over the console, voice calm yet commanding. "Every wave counts. Don't let them learn our rhythm completely. Lyra monitored energy patterns, adjusting the harmonic cascade. Outside, Martian dust spiraled into the void, forming a storm of invisible walls and corridors of sound. Humanity's song had become a battlefield, unpredictable, terrifying, and alive. The trap was set. Now, only patience and precision would decide the outcome. A sudden burst of harmonic energy erupted from the anomaly, pulsing through the resonance engine. Revan staggered back. "It's responding to us directly." Kale's voice hardened. "Then we answer with everything we've got." Engineers aligned every modulator with the anomaly, sending layered frequencies through the crust and into orbit. The ship shuddered, glowing with energy. Humanity's voice had transcended technology. It had become a living force, a bridge to something older, wiser, and incomprehensible. Alien fleets recoiled, their sensors useless, their formations collapsing. Lyra's eyes widened as harmonic waves intertwined with the anomaly, forming patterns that seemed almost sentient. "It's guiding us," she whispered. Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we follow. Humanity will not be silent. Not now, not ever." The galaxy held its breath as Mars resonated, the resonance engine's song mingling with ancient cosmic harmonics. The first decisive move in the war had begun, and the rules had already changed. Kale watched the alien fleets falter under harmonic distortions, but he knew victory was not guaranteed. "They'll adapt," he muttered. Lyra's hands flew over the console, overlaying predictive resonance maps. "If we push too hard, we risk destabilizing Mars' crust," she warned. Kale's eyes hardened. "Then we push smart, every pulse precise, every wave intentional." Engineers adjusted modulators, their sweat glistening under the glow of harmonic arcs. Humanity's song had become strategy incarnate, a deadly, living instrument of war. From orbit, alien vessels regrouped, deploying ships with reinforced sensor shields, testing Mars's resonance limits. Revan calculated response vectors. "They're trying to bypass our patterns." Kale nodded, voice taut. "Then we improvise again. Make them chase echoes." The resonance engine responded instantly, sending harmonics that folded space into unpredictable corridors. Outside, alien ships hesitated, caught in invisible webs of sound. Humanity's voice was no longer defensive. It dictated the battlefield itself. The anomaly pulsed violently, emitting ripples that bent even the resonance engine's harmonics. Lyra's fingers trembled over the console. "It's challenging us," she whispered. Kale's jaw clenched. "Then we rise to the challenge." Engineers rerouted energy, matching frequency layers with the anomaly's pulses. The ship shuddered, alive with the combined song of humanity and the ancient force. Revan traced alien reactions: hesitation, confusion, fear. Humanity had become a predator that hunted through sound itself, guided by rhythms older than the stars. Kale addressed the bridge crew. "Every pulse is a message. Every vibration is a weapon." Lyra overlaid adaptive harmonics, weaving a net that forced alien vessels into predictable corridors. Outside, space shimmered as Martian dust twisted in response, forming auroras that bent light and sound. Humanity's voice had transcended technology. It had become a force of nature, unpredictable and unstoppable. Every alien move was mirrored, distorted, and countered before it could threaten them. An alien dreadnought attempted to flank the southern axis, its disruptor beams slicing toward Mars's surface. Revan shouted, "They're testing the harmonic shields." Kale barked orders, "Reinforce the lower crust resonance, divert harmonics to intercept." Engineers scrambled, harmonics weaving like molten rivers, bending the attacks harmlessly into space. Outside, alien vessels twisted mid-course, flailing against invisible walls. Humanity had turned resonance into both armor and weapon, and the first bold strike had failed to intimidate them. Lyra monitored energy feedback, sweat dripping down her temple. They underestimated how alive our system has become. Kale's eyes burned. Then we remind them. He initiated a cascade of harmonic pulses, creating phantom echoes that confused alien sensors further. Space around Mars shimmered with invisible waves, alien ships unable to distinguish real threats from illusions. Humanity's voice no longer just declared defiance. It choreographed chaos, turning the battlefield into an extension of the resonance engine itself. The anomaly pulsed stronger, almost as if testing humanity's resolve. "It's watching, waiting," Revan muttered. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we show it our worth." Engineers synchronized modulators, sending harmonic sequences designed to resonate perfectly with the anomaly. The Martian crust quaked as pulses intertwined with cosmic feedback. Outside, alien fleets shifted uneasily, unsure how to respond to a force they could neither destroy nor predict. Humanity's voice had become a storm, bending not just space and sound, but the will of those who opposed it. Lyra adjusted harmonic layers to amplify subtle anomaly feedback. "It's guiding us, or warning us," she said. Kale's hand hovered over the console. "Then we follow carefully but boldly. Humanity cannot be silenced." The resonance engine roared, a deep, commanding tone that reverberated through orbit. Alien ships quivered in response, their formations breaking under pressure. Mars thrummed with a living rhythm, a song older than memory. The galaxy was listening, and humanity had finally returned to claim its voice. A sudden ripple shot through the resonance engine, destabilizing one quadrant of the ship. "Feedback from the anomaly," Revan shouted. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Hold steady. Harness it." Engineers rerouted harmonic currents, syncing with the anomaly's rhythm. The ship groaned, alive with tension and energy. Outside, alien fleets recoiled as invisible shockwaves bent their trajectories. Humanity's song had become unpredictable, alive, and adaptive. Every wave carried memory, defiance, and power, the sum of centuries of silence finally unleashed. Lyra adjusted harmonic filters, translating the anomaly's pulses into usable patterns. "It's responding to our intent," she whispered. Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we take the initiative. Humanity will not whisper anymore." Outside, space shimmered as Martian dust and harmonic energy wove a tapestry of power and defiance. Alien ships struggled against invisible corridors of sound, unable to predict the next pulse. Humanity had awakened not just its fleet, but its voice, and the galaxy would never ignore it again. Kale's eyes swept the orbital map. Alien supply lines were exposed, vulnerable to harmonic disruption. "Prepare the strike," he ordered. Engineers reconfigured modulators for offensive resonance pulses, bending space to create corridors that led directly to enemy targets. Lyra overlaid predictive algorithms, calculating timing down to milliseconds. "They won't see us coming," she whispered. The resonance engine thrummed, alive with anticipation. Humanity's voice had become both compass and blade, guiding the first offensive strike in centuries. Revan adjusted pulse sequences, shaping harmonics into precise, destructive waves. Alien vessels were caught in corridors that bent sensors and disrupted targeting. Outside, dust and energy spiraled, invisible to the eye but deadly to those unprepared. Kale's voice rang over the bridge. "Every strike is a statement. Humanity will not be erased again." The first wave hit, silent but absolute, leaving alien fleets scrambling and disoriented. Humanity's voice was no longer defensive. It had become a weapon of calculated fury. The anomaly pulsed violently, synchronizing with the resonance engine in unpredictable ways. "It's reacting to our offense," Lyra said, eyes wide. Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we channel it. Let it guide our strikes." Engineers recalibrated harmonic amplifiers, weaving the anomaly's cosmic feedback into precise attack sequences. Alien fleets faltered under the combined force. Every pulse carried memory, defiance, and strategy, turning the battlefield into a symphony of controlled chaos. Humanity's song was no longer just survival. It was domination. Revan's console flashed warnings, new alien countermeasures approaching. They're adapting faster than expected. Kale's eyes narrowed. Then we escalate. Let them learn that improvisation is human nature. Outside, space shimmered as harmonic corridors bent reality itself, alien formations twisting unpredictably. The anomaly's pulses intertwined with Mars's resonance, amplifying each wave. Humanity's fleet moved like a living organism, each ship a note in a deadly symphony. The first decisive engagement was underway, and the galaxy felt the impact of Earth's voice. A massive alien dreadnought emerged from the void, its disruptors glowing with lethal intent. "They've committed their flagship," Revan shouted. Kale's hands hovered over the controls. "Then we give them a welcome they won't forget." Engineers pushed harmonic modulators to limits, synchronizing every pulse with Mars' crust. The resonance engine roared, creating invisible waves that bent the flagship's targeting and shields. Humanity's voice became a storm of sound, shaping reality itself into both armor and blade. Lyra overlaid adaptive harmonics, targeting weak points in the dreadnought's hull. "It's responding to every pulse we send," she whispered. Kale nodded grimly. "Then we maintain the rhythm. Humanity's voice must be unbroken." Outside, alien vessels faltered, some colliding in chaos, others retreating under invisible pressure. The resonance engine hummed with power, the anomaly's pulses entwined with it like a cosmic duet. Humanity's first major offensive strike was a success, and the galaxy had taken note. Alien fleets regrouped, deploying experimental ships with reinforced harmonic dampeners. "They're learning from us," Lyra said. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we improvise again. Every wave must surprise them." Engineers recalibrated modulators, sending cascading harmonic pulses that created illusions of ships, corridors, and attacks. Revan monitored alien responses, confusion, hesitation, and fear. Humanity had turned unpredictability into an art form. Its song, a weapon of war unlike anything the galaxy had seen. Kale's voice rang over the bridge. "Make every pulse count. Let them hear us and fear us." Lyra adjusted harmonic feedback, intertwining it with the anomaly's cosmic signals. Outside, space shimmered, alien vessels twisting mid-course, unable to adapt. Martian dust spiraled into invisible auroras, guiding every attack. Humanity's voice was unstoppable, alive, and precise. The battle was no longer a struggle for survival. It was a demonstration that erasure was impossible. The anomaly pulsed stronger, a living rhythm that resonated with the resonance engine. "It's guiding our offense," Lyra whispered. Kale's eyes gleamed. "Then we trust it. Humanity has waited centuries for this moment." Engineers synchronized modulators to the anomaly's pulses, amplifying Mars' resonance into deadly harmonic waves. Alien fleets reeled under the combined assault, their formations collapsing as invisible forces bent reality around them. Humanity's voice had become a symphony of war, precise, lethal, and unstoppable. Revan monitored energy feedback. "They can't withstand this for long." Kale's voice was calm but fierce. "Then we push until they listen, or vanish." Outside, space shimmered with interwoven harmonic corridors, Martian dust dancing in unseen auroras. Alien ships collided, disoriented, and some retreated. Humanity's fleet moved like a living organism, guided by resonance, strategy, and the anomaly's cosmic rhythm. The first major cosmic battle had concluded. Humanity had struck, and the galaxy could no longer deny its voice. Kale stood on the bridge, scanning the remnants of the shattered alien fleet. "They underestimated us," he said, voice low. Lyra overlaid harmonic analysis, noting subtle patterns in the anomaly's pulses. "It's guiding us, but why?" Kale's jaw tightened. "Every answer has a cost. We stay sharp." Engineers reinforced the resonance engine, each pulse weaving new defensive layers through Mars' crust. Humanity's voice had become a shield, a weapon, and now a teacher, instructing them in rhythms older than history itself. Revan monitored alien signals, still fragmented and distorted. "They're regrouping, but cautiously," he noted. Kale nodded. "Good, let them make mistakes." The anomaly pulsed again, sending harmonic feedback that intertwined with the engine. Outside, space shimmered with energy, alien vessels hesitant to move. Humanity had turned every wave into an instrument of influence, bending enemy strategy and space itself. Mars thrummed like a living heart, amplifying every pulse of defiance. A new signal emerged, encrypted in alien harmonic sequences. Lyra's eyes widened. "It's a warning. Or a trap." Kale's hands tightened on the rail. "Then we prepare. Every pulse counts twice now. Once to strike, once to listen." Engineers recalibrated modulators, sending twin sequences into orbit. The resonance engine hummed, alive with tension, its song a dance of offense and caution. Humanity's voice was no longer mere survival. It was diplomacy, defiance, and war all in one, carried through harmonics older than stars. Revan overlaid alien movement predictions, noting patterns suppressed by harmonic interference. "They're hiding something major." Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we find it. Mars will reveal every secret they thought buried." Outside, alien fleets shifted, cautious yet probing. Humanity's pulse dictated the battlefield. Each harmonic ripple was a lesson, a threat, and a guide. The anomaly pulsed stronger, its song mingling with Mars, shaping every human maneuver, turning the void itself into a battlefield of sound and strategy. Kale stood over the bridge console as the anomaly pulsed, sending ripples through the ship. "It's teaching, but not in words," Lyra whispered. Engineers synchronized harmonic amplifiers, translating cosmic feedback into usable sequences. The resonance engine vibrated like a living entity, Mars itself responding. Alien fleets hesitated, caught between curiosity and terror. Humanity's voice had evolved beyond fleet, beyond weapon. It was a language older than history, spoken through waves and vibration, commanding attention across the stars. Revan monitored alien countermeasures, noting erratic behavior. "They can't predict us anymore," he said. Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we escalate." Lyra initiated layered harmonic sequences, sending invisible waves that dissected enemy coordination. Space shimmered with unseen auroras of power, corridors of sound bending perception. Humanity had become a force no alien commander could fully grasp. The galaxy listened, unblinking, as Earth's voice returned to claim its place in the cosmic hierarchy. A sudden tremor ran through the resonance engine, feedback from the anomaly. "It's responding violently," Lyra said, alarm in her voice. Kale's eyes hardened. "Then we adapt. Every pulse must match its rhythm, or we fail." Engineers adjusted modulators, harmonics weaving through Mars' crust with lethal precision. Outside, alien fleets flinched, disrupted by invisible waves. Humanity's song had become a living battlefield, bending enemy strategy and space itself into patterns they could not counter. Kale's voice rang across the bridge. "Synchronize with the anomaly fully. Let it guide us." Revan traced cosmic vibrations, overlaying them with human harmonic sequences. Alien ships twisted in confusion, their formations collapsing under pressure. Mars thrummed like a living heart, every pulse a weapon and a shield. Humanity had transformed centuries of silence into a symphony of war, guided by forces older and wiser than any civilization could comprehend. A massive alien signal erupted from the void, encoded in harmonics that bent reality itself. "It's a declaration, or a warning," Lyra muttered. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we respond in kind." Engineers routed every modulator through Mars' crust and the resonance engine, amplifying the harmonic pulse to unprecedented levels. The ship quivered under the energy, alive with sound and strategy. Humanity's voice had become a force older than empires, announcing its return across the galaxy. Revan analyzed the signal, noting patterns that suggested a hidden fleet. "They're mobilizing something. Enormous." Kale clenched his jaw. "Then we prepare for the next act. Humanity will not wait for permission." Outside, space shimmered as harmonic waves bent perception and reality, alien vessels faltering. The anomaly pulsed stronger, its rhythm entwined with Mars and the resonance engine. Humanity's song was no longer just a battle. It was a statement, unyielding and eternal. Kale scanned the void, alien fleets converging with unprecedented speed. "They've committed everything," he muttered. Lyra overlaid harmonic projections, tracing corridors of invisible waves that bent space around them. "We can guide them into our traps," she said. Engineers worked feverishly, every modulator tuned to the anomaly's pulses. The resonance engine roared, alive with purpose. Humanity's voice had become a battlefield, shaping the flow of war and dictating terms no alien commander had ever faced. Revan calculated interception points, predicting alien maneuvers through harmonic distortions. "They're predictable if we manipulate the soundscape," he said. Kale nodded, voice sharp. "Then we give them every lesson they need to learn." Outside, alien ships twisted through corridors of sound, unable to discern reality from resonance-created illusions. Humanity's fleet moved as a single organism, guided by sound, strategy, and the anomaly's cosmic rhythm. Every pulse was decisive, every wave a blade. The anomaly pulsed violently, sending energy spikes that intertwined with the resonance engine. Lyra gasped. "It's communicating directly now." Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we listen and act." Engineers synchronized harmonic modulators, translating the anomaly's patterns into offensive sequences. Alien dreadnoughts faltered, unable to adapt to waves that bent both light and sound. Humanity's song had become a living weapon, shaping the battlefield and influencing even forces older than themselves. Kale's voice cut across the bridge. "Every pulse counts. Make them see, hear, and fear us." Revan overlaid harmonic countermeasures on alien movements, predicting where the next attack would falter. Outside, space shimmered as invisible corridors bent enemy ships into misalignment. The anomaly pulsed again, seemingly approving. Humanity's voice was no longer reactive. It commanded, guided, and dominated. The first full-scale offensive had begun, and the galaxy felt the weight of Earth's return. A sudden harmonic surge rocked the ship. "Feedback from the anomaly," Lyra shouted. Kale's hand hovered over the console. "Harness it." Engineers rerouted energy, syncing pulses to the anomaly's rhythm. Martian dust spiraled into orbit, forming invisible walls and corridors that bent alien perception. The resonance engine hummed with the intensity of living power. Humanity's song had become both shield and spear, a force impossible to ignore, impossible to counter. Revan monitored alien countermeasures, noting hesitation and confusion. "They can't predict us anymore," he said. Kale nodded. "Then we escalate." Lyra initiated layered harmonic sequences, weaving them with the anomaly's cosmic pulses. Outside, alien ships collided, floundered, and some fled. Humanity's fleet moved as a singular organism, each wave of resonance precise and deadly. The galaxy listened as Earth's voice, once silenced, claimed its authority. The anomaly pulsed with increasing intensity, its energy almost tangible. Lyra adjusted harmonic filters, aligning them perfectly with the resonance engine. "It's showing us something. Ancient," she whispered. Kale's eyes sharpened. "Then we learn quickly. Every sequence must honor what it reveals." Engineers routed energy through deeper Martian crust layers, amplifying pulses into waves that reshaped the battlefield. Humanity's voice had become a cosmic instrument, shaping reality, bending enemy strategy and awakening forces older than history itself. Alien fleets recoiled, their formations collapsing under invisible pressure. Revan overlaid predictive simulations, finding patterns in the chaos. "They're being manipulated by the anomaly, too," he said. Kale's jaw tightened. "Good. Let's ensure they don't recover." Outside, space shimmered with harmonic corridors, Martian dust forming auroras that guided attacks. Humanity's voice had transcended technology and fleet tactics. It had become a force of nature, ancient, unyielding, and unstoppable. A massive surge erupted from the anomaly, shaking the resonance engine to its core. "It's responding to our collective intent," Lyra whispered, awestruck. Kale's jaw hardened. "Then we commit everything. Humanity will not whisper anymore." Engineers synchronized every harmonic modulator, sending layered pulses that intertwined with Mars' crust and the anomaly. Outside, alien fleets twisted helplessly, unable to distinguish reality from resonance-created corridors. Humanity's song had become a living storm, shaping the outcome of the first major cosmic confrontation. Revan monitored energy feedback, noting alien systems failing under the harmonic assault. "They can't withstand this," he said. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we continue until they learn to fear the voice of Earth." The anomaly pulsed once more, harmonics intertwining with the resonance engine in perfect symmetry. Space shimmered with energy, alien fleets floundering, Mars alive with vibrating defiance. Humanity had not only returned, they had asserted dominion through sound, strategy, and an alliance with an ancient cosmic force. Kale studied the anomaly's pulsing energy, each wave resonating like a heartbeat across the void. "It's alive," Lyra whispered. Revan traced harmonic signatures, eyes widening. "Older than any alien fleet. Older than Mars itself." Kale clenched his jaw. "Then we need to understand it, or risk becoming a pawn." Engineers adjusted modulators to synchronize with subtle shifts in the anomaly, translating its pulses into actionable sequences. Humanity's voice had become a dialogue with the cosmos itself. Alien forces massed at the periphery, sending disruptor waves toward Mars' orbit. "They're retaliating," Lyra said. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Let them. Every pulse we send teaches them fear." The resonance engine roared, bending space and sound into harmonic barriers that deflected attacks. Outside, alien vessels twisted under invisible forces, unable to approach Mars. Humanity had learned to leverage the anomaly's guidance, turning every attack into a strategic advantage while the galaxy listened in awe. A strange signal emerged from the anomaly, patterns unlike anything seen before. Lyra's voice trembled. "It's trying to communicate directly." Kale's eyes hardened. "Then we respond. Carefully." Engineers rerouted harmonic modulators to match the signal, each pulse carrying intent and curiosity. Mars trembled under the resonance, the ship alive with energy. Revan tracked alien reactions, confusion, hesitation, fear. Humanity's voice had become a bridge to something ancient, a conversation older than empires. Alien fleets tried to adapt, deploying cloaked dreadnoughts and advanced countermeasures. "They're escalating," Revan said. Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we escalate faster. Every pulse must anticipate them." Lyra synchronized harmonic sequences with the anomaly, creating invisible corridors that misled the enemy. Space shimmered, alien formations unraveling. Humanity's voice was not just defense. It was manipulation, diplomacy, and war all in one, conducted through sound, vibration, and the rhythms of the cosmos. The anomaly pulsed violently, revealing glimpses of an interstellar structure buried within the void. "It's a warning, or a gateway," Lyra whispered. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we prepare. Curiosity is dangerous, but so is ignorance." Engineers adjusted modulators, blending human resonance with the anomaly's rhythm. Mars itself seemed to vibrate in acknowledgement. Humanity's song had become a key, unlocking secrets older than the galaxy itself. Alien fleets faltered, sensing something beyond their understanding. Revan traced harmonic feedback, patterns suggesting advanced technology or intelligence far beyond known limits. Kyle's voice cut through the tension. "We move forward carefully, but boldly. Every wave must count." Outside, space shimmered with energy, corridors of sound bending reality. Humanity had become a force unbound by conventional warfare, guided by resonance, strategy, and the enigmatic anomaly. Sudden tremors rocked the ship as the anomaly pulsed in rapid succession. "It's urgent," Lyra said. Kale's eyes flared. "Then we must act in sync. Every harmonic pulse is precise." Engineers rerouted energy through deeper crust layers, amplifying resonance without destabilizing Mars. The ship hummed like a living entity. Humanity's voice had become both shield and spear, responsive to cosmic signals and adaptable to alien strategy. Alien fleets attempted a coordinated strike, deploying experimental disruptors. Revan shouted, "They're trying to break our rhythm." Kyle's voice was calm but decisive. "Then we bend them with it." The resonance engine pulsed violently, sending harmonic corridors through space. Alien ships collided or twisted out of alignment. Humanity's fleet moved in perfect synchrony with the anomaly, each pulse a weapon, each wave a shield. The war had become a symphony, and humanity was conducting it. A massive surge from the anomaly illuminated hidden cosmic structures in orbit. "It's ancient, far older than the alien fleets," Lyra whispered. Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we respect it and use it. Humanity cannot falter now." Engineers synchronized modulators, blending every harmonic sequence with the anomaly's energy. The ship vibrated with intensity. Humanity's voice had become a force older than technology, older than strategy itself. A bridge to knowledge and power long forgotten. Alien fleets hesitated, sensing forces beyond their comprehension. Revan's console flashed with predictions of total collapse if they pressed forward. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we let them learn the cost of underestimating us." Outside, space shimmered with harmonic corridors, Martian dust spiraling into auroras of invisible energy. Humanity's voice, once silenced for centuries, now commanded attention, shaping not just battle, but the very understanding of cosmic forces. The war, and the revelation of the anomaly's true power, had only just begun. Kale stared at the anomaly, its pulsing energy now forming discernible patterns. "It's showing us." "A structure," Lyra whispered, voice trembling. Revan traced the harmonic signatures. "It's older than any known civilization. An archive, maybe a weapon." Kale clenched his jaw. "Then we proceed cautiously. Every pulse must respect it, or we risk everything." Engineers rerouted harmonic modulators, merging human resonance with the anomaly's rhythms. Mars hummed beneath their feet, alive with anticipation. Alien fleets massed again, this time with cloaked dreadnoughts and advanced countermeasures. "They've learned to anticipate us," Revan said. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we force unpredictability. Every harmonic sequence is a trap, a weapon, and a shield. Outside, invisible corridors of sound warped alien navigation. Humanity's voice had become more than defiance. It was guidance, manipulation, and revelation all at once, bending even the void to its will. The anomaly pulsed violently, sending ripples through the resonance engine. Lyra's fingers trembled over the controls. It's responding to our intent, but selectively. Kale's jaw tightened. Then we must be precise. Every pulse a question, every wave an answer. Engineers synchronized modulators to cosmic feedback, translating it into usable sequences. Humanity's voice had become a dialogue with something older than the stars, a conversation in sound and resonance that alien fleets could not comprehend. Alien fleets launched a desperate attack, deploying disruptor swarms toward Mars's orbit. Revan shouted, "They're trying to overwhelm the harmonic shields." Kale's voice was sharp. "Then we bend them with our rhythm. Let every pulse teach them fear." Outside, alien vessels twisted and collided in invisible corridors of sound. Humanity's fleet moved as one organism, each harmonic wave a weapon, each pulse a shield. The galaxy had learned the first rule: Earth's voice cannot be silenced. The anomaly began revealing intricate patterns, geometric forms that pulsed with an intelligence beyond comprehension. "It's guiding us to something," Lyra whispered. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we follow, carefully but boldly." Engineers tuned modulators to map the structure, integrating harmonic sequences into exploration protocols. Mars thrummed in resonance, every pulse a signal of human defiance and cosmic curiosity. Humanity's voice was now a key to knowledge, to power, and to a secret older than the galaxy. Alien fleets hesitated, sensing a force beyond their understanding. Revan overlaid harmonic feedback on alien signals. "They're afraid and confused." Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we press forward. Every wave counts." Outside, space shimmered with harmonic corridors, invisible yet lethal. Humanity's voice had become more than fleet or weapon. It was a revelation, a bridge to the anomaly, and a statement that Earth would no longer remain silent. Sudden tremors rocked the ship as the anomaly pulsed in rapid succession. "It's urgent, almost sentient," Lyra said, voice shaking. Kale's eyes flared. "Then we synchronize fully. Every harmonic pulse is precise." Engineers routed energy through deeper Martian crust layers, amplifying resonance without destabilizing the planet. The ship vibrated like a living entity. Humanity's voice had become both shield and spear, a force responsive to cosmic signals and alien movements alike. Alien fleets attempted a full-scale assault, deploying their most advanced dreadnoughts. Revan shouted, "They're testing our limits." Kale's voice was calm but decisive. "Then we bend them with rhythm. Every pulse is a strategy." Outside, space shimmered with corridors of sound, alien ships twisting in confusion. Humanity's fleet moved in perfect synchrony with the anomaly, each wave a weapon, each pulse a shield. The galaxy listened as Earth's voice asserted dominion. A massive surge from the anomaly illuminated hidden cosmic structures in orbit, revealing glyphs and energy conduits. "It's ancient, far beyond alien comprehension," Lyra whispered. Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we respect it and harness it. Humanity cannot falter now." Engineers synchronized modulators, blending every harmonic sequence with the anomaly's energy. The ship thrummed with intensity. Humanity's voice had become a force older than technology, older than strategy. A bridge to knowledge, power, and secrets long hidden. Alien fleets recoiled, sensing forces beyond their understanding. Revan's console flashed predictions of total collapse if they advanced. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we let them learn the cost of underestimating us." Outside, space shimmered with harmonic corridors, Martian dust spiraling into auroras of invisible energy. Humanity's voice, once silenced for centuries, now commanded attention, shaping not just the battlefield but the very understanding of cosmic forces. The anomaly's secrets were within reach, and the war had only just entered its most perilous phase. Kale stared at the anomaly's pulsing energy, glyphs now forming coherent patterns. "It's a record, or a map," Lyra whispered, awestruck. Revan analyzed harmonic frequencies, finding nested structures older than any civilization. "It's not just a weapon, it's knowledge," he said. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we must respect it and learn quickly." Engineers adjusted modulators to trace harmonic pathways, Mars quivering beneath the ship as resonance waves aligned with the anomaly. Humanity's voice had become a key unlocking cosmic secrets. Alien fleets massed, their desperation palpable. Cloaked dreadnoughts flank the planet, disruptor beams slicing the void. "They're trying to overwhelm us," Lyra said. Kale's voice was sharp. "Then we manipulate the battlefield. Every pulse a trap, every wave a shield." Outside, invisible harmonic corridors bent space, alien ships colliding or retreating. Humanity had become a force guided by knowledge older than war itself, a living symphony of strategy, power, and defiance. The anomaly pulsed violently, sending energy ripples that intertwined with the resonance engine. "It's alive," Lyra whispered, fear and awe mingling. Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we synchronize fully. Every harmonic pulse is communication." Engineers merged human sequences with the anomaly's feedback, creating waves that could both protect and attack. Mars vibrated with energy. Humanity's voice had become a living bridge to something older than stars, a force both strategic and sentient. Alien fleets advanced cautiously, deploying experimental countermeasures. Revan overlaid predictive harmonic projections. "They're trying to anticipate us, but they can't," he said. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we let the anomaly lead. Every pulse, every wave, is an extension of its guidance, and ours." Outside, alien ships twisted in confusion, corridors of invisible sound guiding human strikes. Humanity was no longer fighting alone. It had the anomaly as an ally, ancient and powerful. A surge from the anomaly revealed a network of cosmic structures, energy conduits connecting distant points in space. "It's a navigation system," Lyra whispered. Kale's jaw tightened. "Or a repository of knowledge. Either way, we must protect it." Engineers routed harmonic energy to map the network, each pulse revealing hidden pathways and reinforcing human defenses. Humanity's voice had become not just war, but revelation, translating cosmic signals into strategy and insight. Alien fleets sensed the anomaly's influence and grew frantic, launching waves of cloaked dreadnoughts and disruptor swarms. Revan shouted, "They're desperate!" Kale's voice was calm, commanding. "Then we let them exhaust themselves. Every harmonic pulse is a lesson." Outside, invisible corridors of resonance manipulated alien formations, bending their movements into traps. Humanity's alliance with the anomaly turned the tide. The galaxy listened as Earth's voice combined with something older than time. The anomaly pulsed again, revealing patterns that resembled star charts and energy conduits across multiple galaxies. "It's mapping more than this system," Lyra whispered. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we follow. Humanity must understand it before the aliens destroy the key." Engineers synchronized modulators to the anomaly, Mars itself vibrating with harmonic resonance. Humanity's voice had become a bridge between knowledge, strategy, and survival, a song older than empires. Alien fleets launched a coordinated attack, focusing on disrupting the resonance engine. Revan shouted, "They're trying to sever our connection with the anomaly." Kale's voice cut through the chaos. "Then we protect the bridge. Every pulse, every harmonic is a shield." Outside, Martian dust spiraled into auroras of invisible energy, bending alien sensors and attacks. Humanity's fleet moved in perfect unity with the anomaly, unstoppable, guided, and deadly. The first full understanding of the anomaly's potential was within reach. A sudden surge from the anomaly illuminated energy conduits stretching across space. "It's showing us the galaxy, and paths we never knew," Lyra whispered. Kale's jaw tightened. "Then we act. Every harmonic pulse is a message, every wave a step forward." Engineers routed energy through modulators and Mars' crust, syncing with the anomaly's rhythm. Humanity's voice had become not just sound or strategy. It was a key unlocking the cosmos itself. Alien fleets recoiled, sensing forces beyond their comprehension. Revan's console flashed warnings, total collapse if they advanced recklessly. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we let them learn the cost of underestimating humanity and its allies." Outside, space shimmered with harmonic corridors, invisible yet lethal. Humanity, allied with the anomaly, had turned centuries of silence into unstoppable cosmic power. The war had reached a new phase, one that would redefine the balance of the galaxy forever. Kale gazed at the alien command flagship, enormous and foreboding, anchored in the void. "This ends now," he said, voice taut. Lyra overlaid harmonic strike sequences on the ship. "We synchronize with the anomaly, every pulse a weapon, every wave a shield." Engineers fine-tuned modulators, blending Mars' resonance with cosmic energy. Humanity's fleet pulsed with life, each ship a note in a symphony of war and defiance. Alien disruptors flared, targeting the human fleet. Revan shouted, "Incoming!" Kyle's hand hovered over the command console. "Let them feel the weight of centuries of silence." Harmonic waves warped space around the flagship, bending disruptors off course, crushing enemy formations with invisible corridors. Humanity's voice roared across the void, a living weapon of history, defiance, and power. The final engagement had begun. The anomaly pulsed violently, revealing a radiant structure within the void, a relic of a civilization older than any galaxy. Lyra whispered, "It's guiding us, showing the key to victory." Kyle nodded. "Then we follow, every pulse in sync." Engineers adjusted harmonic amplifiers, Mars vibrating in resonance. Humanity's voice had become an instrument, unlocking forces the aliens could not comprehend. Alien fleets scrambled, deploying the last of their cloaked dreadnoughts. Revan analyzed trajectories. "They're desperate and dangerous." Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we finish this carefully but decisively." Harmonic corridors twisted through space, alien ships flailing, unable to navigate. The anomaly's energy intertwined with human resonance, turning every wave into a weapon and every pulse into a shield. Earth's voice had returned, unstoppable and commanding. A surge from the anomaly illuminated alien command networks, revealing weak points and hidden fleets. "It's showing us everything," Lyra said, awestruck. Kale clenched his jaw. "Then we strike with precision. Humanity will not be silenced again." Engineers rerouted energy, harmonics shaping both attack and defense. Mars thrummed beneath the fleet, alive with sound, strategy, and cosmic power. Alien dreadnoughts attempted a final counterattack. Revan shouted, "They're targeting the resonance engine directly." Kale's eyes burned. "Then we bend them with rhythm. Every pulse, every wave is a statement." Harmonics tore through space, bending disruptors and cloaked vessels alike. Alien ships faltered, collided, and retreated under the weight of invisible corridors. Humanity's voice, once muted for centuries, now dictated the flow of the galaxy itself. The anomaly pulsed one final time, revealing its true purpose: a repository of cosmic knowledge and power, a bridge between civilizations. "It's giving us the galaxy," Lyra whispered. Kale's eyes narrowed. "Then we claim it. Every pulse, every wave, every sequence must honor it." Engineers synchronized modulators with the anomaly, Mars vibrating as the resonance engine channeled its full potential. Humanity's voice had become omnipresent, ancient, and unstoppable. Alien fleets collapsed under combined harmonic and cosmic assault. Revan's console showed total disarray. "They're finished," he muttered. Kale's voice was calm, resolute. "Then let the galaxy remember Earth's song." Outside, space shimmered as harmonic corridors twisted reality itself. Humanity had reclaimed its place among the stars, wielding both technology and resonance in perfect harmony. The centuries of silence were over. Kale stood on the bridge watching alien remnants retreat across the void. "Humanity has returned," he said, voice resonant with triumph. Lyra adjusted harmonic sequences, ensuring the anomaly's energy remained stable. "The galaxy will never forget our voice," she whispered. Engineers monitored the resonance engine, still pulsing with Mars' living rhythm. Humanity had transcended silence, war, and fear. It had reclaimed its legacy. The anomaly pulsed gently now, as if approving humanity's stewardship. Kale's eyes gleamed. "This is only the beginning." Outside, Martian dust swirled in invisible auroras. Alien fleets vanished, and cosmic energy resonated across the void. Humanity's voice had become a force of creation, knowledge, and power. The galaxy had learned that Earth, once silenced, could not and would not be forgotten. The human fleet roared through the stars, engines alive with purpose as the first true symphony of the cosmos began. The end. Thank you for watching AstroMyths. If you enjoyed this story, smash that like button and subscribe for more epic sci-fi tales, cosmic mysteries, and mind-bending myths. And if you like this story, or have a myth, mystery, or galaxy you'd like us to explore, drop your ideas in the comments. We're always listening. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and your mind open to the unknown.